of the day to you all out there. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone and when I'm able to upload this video. Remember, this is Ini TV. We are global and social commentators. We're making this video as a protest to the legislative arm of the government in Nigeria. It took them 40 years to detect that Nigeria is lacking the medical practitioners, those in the medical field. A country that has taken 40 years to discover that doctors are no longer available. What will you call such a government? What will you call politicians of this country? They are all egoists, selfish, pursuing their own interest. I remember many years back, I think I just entered the secondary school then, probably 81, 82 or thereabout. My auntie, a teacher, came to our house to report a family situation to my mom. The husband was like a matron, the head of the nursing department. And the reason she said was the husband wanted to leave the country. He wanted to go to Saudi Arabia because, according to him, they paid better off in Saudi Arabia than in Nigeria. I think about 4 or 5 times. So the guy wanted to go, and the woman was not in support. And one of the reasons the husband gave was that you are a teacher. Sometimes 3 months, 4 months, you are not being paid. Things are beginning to be shaky. Why don't I go spend 2 3 years, make money, come back and invest? The wife was not too happy about it, so she came to talk to my mom and see if my mom can talk to the husband, because my mom was also in the health sector. Anyway, my mom looked at it and said, well, I know your husband so well. He's a well-cultured man. I have no fear that he will get himself involved into messy things there. He's a genuine man that really loves and cares for his family. Let him go. I have no fear. It's just about 2 3 years. Let him go try. See if that place is better than Nigeria. Like I said, this was 1982. So probably about 40 years. That was when the people from the health sector started leaving. Now the House of Rep, the Senate are planning of making a law. And what is that law? That those in the health sector, especially the doctors, will be obliged to stay 5 years to contribute to the country, to contribute to their country before they are being allowed, if they will be allowed, to go out and look for greener pasture. It's good. It's good. Even the United Nations also came up with something similar to that. Remember, WHO, which is a subsidiary of the United Nations, World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros came out and put Nigeria in the red list. And what does that mean? It means no country have right to come to Nigeria and recruit medical doctors, for the simple reason that we lack medical doctors. And this is true. Like I said before, for the past 40 years, doctors have been leaving. It's not now. It's not something now. Probably now, the immigration have tripled or quadrupled, but it didn't start now. The question we're asking, Senate, I just pasted how much our Senate gets a month. Without mixing words, the average Senate gets close to 30 million a month. The breakdown is there. 30 million. I'm not talking about the speaker, the whip, the deputy president, then the president of Senate and all those stuff, the chairman. No, no, no. I'm just talking about the normal Senate member get 30 million a month. So how much do our doctor get? Well, according to research, Nigerian doctor gets, if you just finish and you are happy to have gone into a very good firm, you will get about 250,000 naira. Doctor, 250,000 naira is what a doctor gets in a month. Why his counterparts, a member of Senate, gets 30 million a month. Then, if you are like, you've advanced, you are like a doctor that is in a very good hospital, you'll spend years, you've got your patients and all those stuff, it could well rise to half a million. I think the highest doctor paid are those that is in the surgery departments. They receive close to 750,000 naira. I want to say the highest paid are those surgeons that are in the neurology department. Surgeons that are in that field, they could well get close to a million if they get a good place to work. So let us assume that the best doctor, a surgeon, gets a million in a month, while the counterparts, the Senate member, gets 30 million a month. And you, Senate, those in the House of Senate and Rep, you said you want to pass a bill to stop the medical doctor from traveling out, going to look for greener pasture. When you pay yourself 30 million a month and you are paying a medical doctor 1 million a month. So the question is, are you being fair to other professions? It's not just the medical doctors alone. Engineering sectors are also affected. Teachers are also affected. Bankers are affected. Lawyers are affected. Everybody is living. Why? Because they are being paid badly. They have been given peanuts. And who are those responsible? These are the politicians. And that is why we say this video is for the politicians. You are all selfish. You are all thinking about yourself alone. How will you pay yourself 30 million a month? And you pay well-trained doctor that has spent 15 years 1 million. And you expect that doctor being offered a job opportunity elsewhere. For example, let's look at the UK, for example. House of Commons, that's the MP. The same thing like their counterpart who are in the Senate. They get 85,000 a year. Pounds. MP in the House of Commons gets 85,000 a year. And if you break that down, that is close to about 7,000 a month. 7,000 pounds a month. That's what the MP in the United Kingdom gets. What about the doctors? Their counterpart in the United Kingdom. Doctors in United Kingdom get around 80,000 pounds. And if you are a well specialized doctor, you are a GP or a surgeon, you could get more than 80. You can get as much as 120 per year. So somebody that is getting 120 per year means he's getting close to 8,000 a month. So the doctors established UK surgeon is well paid or earn better than MP in the House of Commons. These are MP that makes law. So if a doctor in the United Kingdom earn as much as that, probably recruiting doctors from Africa, their starting point could be 6,000. So this is a country where the MP will always respect doctors because they value their job. They know they are doing a good job, and that is why they have been paid just like them. And some doctors could even earn a little bit more than them. But in Nigeria, it's not so. You pay them peanuts and you expect them to stay behind. You cannot hit your cake and have it. Now it's telling on the politicians because those days, a lot of them will travel out. They are sick, headache, all alone, they travel out. And many that could not travel out invite doctors to their home. They have personal doctors. They are sick at home. They invite them. Good specialized doctors because they can pay them. And those doctors will regularly come. But the truth of the matter is, most of the doctors have gone away. So even now, if you have the money, you calling a doctor to your house, you will not get any because there is none. All of them has gone, traveled. Do you know that in UK alone, Nigerian doctors in UK are close to 30,000 doctors in UK alone. We're not talking about America, Australia, Germany, France, Spain. Even there are Nigerian doctors now in Venezuela, Brazil. In fact, they are everywhere. In the 80s, like I started with, it was with the Middle East, the Saudi Arabia, the Kuwait that they used to go. Now they are everywhere. And now you said you want to pass a bill to make them stay 5 years more. You are trying to put the blame on the doctors that are left when it is you, the politicians, that have pushed the doctors to a tight corner. You have taken the lion's share of the national cake and leave the remnants for other professions. And you want them to stay back and eat those remnants when they have alternative options elsewhere. You see, let us try as much as possible to look at the problem right from the genesis. If you pay the doctor well, just as you've paid yourself well, the same as their counterparts in other parts of the world, I guarantee you 80% of them will stay behind, stay with their family, stay in their country. So please, I want you all to share this video. Let it get to the hands of the politicians. Let them not look for where the fault is. Let them take a retrospective look and search themselves. You see, there's this saying that the way you lay your bed, that's the way you will sleep on it. The politicians have done a lot of harm to this country. So now they're beginning to cry because it has touched them. Remember, there's this saying that you cannot afford to sow cassava and you reap cocoyam, or you cannot afford to sow rice and reap up cassava. Late Majek Fashek. This is INI TV. We are global and social commentators. Remember here, we are Obi-centric. That is why we are pitching Peter Obi. Because this is what Peter Obi, some of the problems he will come to put right. That is why we are begging all Nigerians. Peter Obi is the answer to this country. For now, there is no option to Peter Obi. So if it's the first time you're coming across our video, please subscribe. After you subscribe, just press the notification bell button so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. And now for our returning subscribers, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, but God love you most. And as it is the culture, we will catch you when we make another video. Remember, ciao, adios, au revoir, hasta la vista. Thank you.